Good morning, students. Welcome to CMD lecture. In the last class, we discussed about the problems of sections of solid, that too in the case of cylinders. Okay, so how it is located and all these things. And today's in this lecture, so we'll be discussing about the next kind of solid, okay, with the orientations and all these things. Okay, let's go with the second kind of problems. So here we are. So this is myself, Rahul Buknade, and all these things. So we'll be dealing with the next problem. Write regular hexagonal prism. Hexa means six-sided prism is there. Edge of base 30 mm. Okay, base of having each side is having 30 mm and height is of 75 mm. Okay, 75 mm is resting on its base on the ground such that one of its base edge is parallel to the VP. Okay, it is the edges are being parallel to the VP. Okay, this point is very important. It will be telling how the object is positioned in the profiles, in the quadrants. Okay, a cutting plane perpendicular to the VP and inclined to the HP at 45 degree. Okay, so these statements will be giving you the regarding the cutting plane details. Okay, meeting the axis and meeting the axis at a distance of 10 mm from its top end. Okay, how other detail is there? One more detail of cutting plane. So draw its front view, sectional top view, sectional side view, and two shape of sections. Okay. So coming to the problem is that solution. Very first thing in the previous also, the first exercise is to do is we have to analyze the problem. In that analyzation, we have to understand what is the object. Object is hexagonal prism, and what are the dimensions of the prisms. Prism is having 30 mm edge, base of 30 mm edge, and axis of 75 mm. And what is the object position or the conditions we can say? Resting on the ground or HP plane with the one base edge is parallel to the PP. Okay, so understand this point is very important. So this conditions needs to be satisfied. Okay, the edges is to be parallel. If I take this one, this is a vertical plane and horizontal plane, you should place an object in a such a way that your edge should be parallel to this vertical planes. Okay, base edge like this. And cutting plane details, it intersect the axis 10 mm from its top end and inclined at 45 degree with horizontal plane. So very first thing what we have to do is draw XY line with right VP and HP. Okay, so this is a very first thing job. So next we'll be taking with the object. This is the hexagonal prism. Okay, so what we are saying here over here. So this is a cutting plane. It's the cutting plane over here. This is a cutting plane. What you are seeing here, and this is the object. This is the pentagonal object. Sorry, hexagonal object. Prism it is there. Okay, you can see from here also. So object we have kept on all these things. If I cut this, okay, this is the axis is cutting the object, cutting plane will be of cutting section plane or cutting plane, cutting the object 10 mm below the top end, and it will be looks like this when you cut this one. So whatever the blue portion you are seeing, the blue portion will be this section. So this will be the section line or the section cut portion. Section view or the portion where it has been cutted, sliced. Okay. So this is a front view. You can see this is a front view, and this is the top view. Okay. So front view, how it looks like after cutting the plane. Okay. So we'll draw this one, all these things. This is the front view, and whatever the section you are seeing, so this portion will be seen as a top view, okay, from the top side, and whatever the blue line you are seeing, the blue color which are seen, this is a cutted portion or sliced portions. So very first begin with this. Okay. So you have to understand the conditions. What is the conditions? Our base edges should be parallel to the VP. Okay. So you have to draw these conditions. You have to draw this hexagon. To draw with hexagon with the base of After this, give the numberings 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like this. And after you project the generators like this. At the height of 75 mm. Okay, so this is how we have to do all these things. Next, after this, at height of base, and you have to mark the things points 1 dash 2 and 6 dash is there. 2 will be visible and 6 is behind that. 3 is also same, in the same manner it is there. 3 is visible and 5 is behind. 4 it is like this. Okay, so next you will be given section cutting plane. Okay, at a distance of 10 mm. Okay, from the top end. Okay, and it will be making an angle with the 45-degree. So you have to make these things with the dotted dashed line, these conditions things. So it will be seen like this. You can see this. Whichever the portions below the plane, cutting plane or the section plane, that needs to be darkened. The darkened line means they are the visible lines. This portion, whatever the dark portion is there, that will be visible from the front view. Okay, so you can see over here how the namings have given A, B, C, D, E, and you can see here also, here this portion is there. This portion needs to be sectioned. Okay, okay, so this portion project along with this point to here over here, so that becomes a D and E. Okay, so this become a top view. So after this, you have to make project the all the lines over here 45-degree, and you have to project these lines, all the lines over here. Okay, we'll be marking a straight line. Okay, so here 45-degree is there. Okay, so here also we have to project the lines from A to over here. From here it is there. And here it is there. To project all the lines. Similarly, we are projecting these lines, and the angle of 45-degree. After this, you have to project from here to here, from here to here, from here to here. Like this, we have to project these points. Okay, next. have to mark these points 6 and 5 dash over here. 1 will be visible, 1 dash double, 1 double dash and 4 double dash, 2 double dash and 3 double dash. You have to mark all these points. Okay, so A point over here, B point over here, C, D and E. Okay, all join all these points. Okay, after joining it looks like this. Okay, so and we have to highlight this. Okay, we have to darken these points. So these things needs to be darkened. Okay. So whatever the highlighted darken is that they are visible from the left hand side view. So we have been doing the sectioning. Okay, sectioning over here. After this, coming to the last is true shape of the sections. True shape of the sections will over here you have to make a parallel line equals to this cutting plane. Okay, you draw a parallel line x2 y2 which is parallel to the cutting plane and draw perpendicular from this point of intersections. From here it should be exactly 90 degrees. Okay, draw this one like this. And next what you have to do, very first very important is that keep one pointer on the compass and measure the distance up to A. Okay, this has a radius. Okay, understand here, keep a one point of compass at point A dash and measure the distance up to point A. Take it as this distance. Sorry, over here. From here you have to take one compass of the things pointer over here and measure this distance, and similarly you keep over here and draw the arc. Similarly for B, keep your point of compass one pointer at this point and pencil at this point and measure the distance, and at the same time keep the compass one pointer over here, mark the arc. Okay. Similarly, I will show once again. So it will be like this. Joining all this point. So this is A, this is C, this is B, this is okay. So on this side is E,